weeks ago, I surprised myself and smashed my expectations by winning the 5k race I did in a new PB. But today, I learned more by coming fourth and missing the mark a little bit. Later on, you might understand why.
So what are we doing today?
Today, I'm racing a 3,000 meter race.
Another one?
Not another one.
Not another one?
I'm going down to Loughborough to race at the Paula Radcliffe Stadium. It's been a long time since I raced there. BMC, I think 2017, maybe? To do a 3k, it's my penultimate race of the track season. So next weekend, I have the British Championships. That's gonna be my last race of a very short and sweet track season. That's a 5k, so hopefully today will be a nice little tune-up. A bit of fun, as always. We're going out there to have fun. I'm excited. I'm gonna just grit it up, see how well I can do, and have a good time racing. That's the goal, but also just execute. Good tactics. Hang on for dear life, because 3k is kind of my lower limit. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're excited.
Always fun.
I mean, I can see you shaking
I am
with excitement right now.
buzzing.
Can't even contain his excitement. Jeez. And this guy over here, he's very excited.
Hey, nowadays the pain follow me. Deal with trauma privately. I don't wanna be a burden.
This really is deja vu.
This is my least favorite part of the deja vu. Deja vu.
Why?
Because it's the worst place to stop. Howdy.
Yeah, you know it's automatic.
Yeah.
Coffee,
Gabby.
grapes, and dinner.
You okay?
Yes, I'm absolutely fine.
There's a door on this side of the car, you know that, right?
No, but I committed to using the other door. Take your stupid bait.
Was static, yeah. Even before the basement and recorded magic. Who would've known? They know my name in South Africa. 15-hour flights, I landed and perform these ballads.
Did you know that we, I put something there, have a very big goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year? You could help us get there. Here's what you're gonna do. Get your little finger and either put it on your mouse, your trackpad, or on your phone and click, tap, hit where it says subscribe with a red box around it. That's what it looks like, right?
Yep.
And that's all you have to do. It's free. It releases dopamine to you and to us, and it will be really nice. I'd say that was compelling.
We made it. So, it's another 3k.
Correct.
Didn't you just do one of those?
Correct.
Why are you doing another one?
Well, it's kind of the only option for this weekend in the U of K, because the British Milers Club meets are the best you're going to get in the UK, and today it's a 3k. I think they probably opted to make it 3k instead of a 5 because British Championships is next weekend, which is a 5k, so maybe less people want to race a 5k, but I want to race a 5k. If I got there today and they said, we've added 5 more laps on, it's 12.5, I'd have just said, thank you, yes please. Tried to get in a couple of 5ks in Europe for this weekend, just left it a little bit late. It was basically after that 3k in Wimbledon where I felt like the 5k I did in Watford a few days before, there was a lot more running in the legs at the finish versus the 3k. But you know what, it's another opportunity to do a race, and it's going to be honing my racing craft for next weekend for the final event of my track season, and it's going to be a good fun time. So I'm going to throw myself into it. No regrets that it's not a 5k. Although, if I'd have been able to get into a 5k, I would have done, but I'm over it. I'm clearly very over it and very committed and excited to just do 7.5 laps.
Well, let's go get them.
Let's go get them.
Let's go. Fancy 15 today.
No.
Sure?
Weird. Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I just wouldn't fancy half the length, twice the pain. Not my bag. Although it's going to be not far off the pace. Pacemaker is going at the pace I ran my 1500 at, which is slightly terrifying. Neve once tried to pin my number to my skin on my back.
I did it on purpose. It was intentional.
We were in the changing rooms at Aldershot and she was helping me put my number on and she was like trying to get it through and I was like, that's my skin!
I don't remember that.
I do. It really hurt.
I was trying to sabotage your race.
Like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay. Ow.
That competitive nature coming out, you know?
Yeah. No, that needs to go higher, doesn't it? Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Different plan for today?
Different plan.
Or same one from last week?
Well, I feel like it's going to be a very different race. So the 3K I did last week was a seeded night of 3Ks. So I feel like most of the people in the race were going for between 8:50 and 9 minutes. So there was quite a lot of us competing for the same bit of real estate on the track, which meant it was quite jostly, like just quite packed. And I think sometimes that can take quite a lot of energy out of you, especially at the start of a race. Today won't be like that because it's being paced at 8:45, which is hot, but there's going to be girls in the race that are probably running 9:45, so it will spread out a little bit more, hopefully not too much more, but yeah, I think it's going to be kind of get on the back of that group and try and move through as much as I can, pick people off, but make sure that I get out fast, because it's much easier to slow down after 200 and people will let you slow down versus if you're in a bad position and you need to move through, like no one's going to want to let you move past them in the first lap. So yeah, that's the plan. And to have fun as fast as possible, which means as soon as the gun goes off, I'm having fun. And I'll be having more fun when I get this blasted earring in. We're starting in a minute.
Nice.
It's organised as ever. See you on the flip.
Come, Philly! Nice one, Philly. Just lock in there. Control it. Lovely stuff. Go on, Philly. Lovely work. Come on. Come on, don't give up, come on, you've got this, you're fast and you're strong, come on! Come on, Philly, push right to the end, give it all you've got, come on! Right to the finish line, come on! That looked tough, baby.
Yeah, I think I actually cocked it up in the middle K, because I could feel like that athlete in the lead. Garcia, I think. She just felt like a really unreluctant leader and I didn't want us to slow down. And so I followed Phoebe as she went past her, but she just wouldn't let me take the inside. I was getting like a whole lap of like the elbow, and that really frustrated me. So in the end I like let her go in front and I thought, oh, I'll just tuck behind. But it really messed up my rhythm and I think I lost a lot of energy. So yeah, I think the start of the race, the first K was like the same as last week. And then from there, obviously not, I don't know what I ran in the end. What have I got, like 9:08 or something like that, which is a bit disappointing. Especially as like my PB would have won that race. But PB streak had to be broken at some point, and I think that's a really good experience, that race. Like I think I started it perfectly. I went through 200 in like 34, and then went through a lap in like 70-71, which is perfect. Did exactly what my coach said to like get out hard and then ease up, so I had a good position, but just messy midsection. I tried to be kind of like confident and assert my dominance, but she did a good job of that as well, so good racing experience. It's another hard effort out, so yeah, still had fun.
Good.
So
that's
the main thing. Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Numbers are 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Have that.
Time to drive home and.
You driving?
I can if you want me to.
No, I'll drive.
Okay, thanks.
Did coach have any other words of?
He was really happy with it. Yeah, he said like I think that is a way more valuable experience today, and like some really good lessons learned. He said that like he wouldn't have changed like anything I did, and I think it's like, what did he say? Something like, I'd rather that kind of like race and that outcome today than like you winning and it just going your way, because I kind of learned from those like little battles in the race, and I think going into next week, like it's just a really good reminder to like be really switched on and like, you know, have your tactics on point. And you know, in hindsight maybe I would have conceded that battle a bit quicker with the girl that like just didn't want me to be on her shoulder, because I wasted energy by like forcing that and trying to be there for 3 laps, whereas if I'd have just said after 1 lap, okay, she doesn't want me here, fine, like you take the work. But like it's really good to have learned from like having it handed to me towards the end, like, you know, it pushes you on. So my leg's probably gonna be a bit sore tomorrow, because he was saying like that way of running where like you kind of tie up a little bit towards the end is obviously like harder on the body, but you know, that's what racing's about. So. Options to choose from. The glamorous life of a track and field athlete. All of the food outlets were closed, so we had to go to W.H. Smith's. I have chicken on a stick, a spicy wrap, a twister, and some sweets. And if anyone says we didn't plan ahead enough, we packed overnight oats, bagels, bananas, mango.
And we bought like a sandwich on the way up.
Yeah, it's a full day of eating on the road, and it's 11:15. Can't complain. Pineapple twister. Track season is nearly over, which does leave me feeling a little bit sad, but I think that's a really good sign. If you're kind of a bit sad and feel like you want a little bit more, could do a few more races, I think that's a good place to call it, rather than feeling like you did one too many. It's going to be a big one next week. The British Championships, the Olympic trials, stepping down in distance from me, obviously, you know, up from today, but doing the 5K. It's going to be about rocking and rolling with it, having some good fun out there, and making the most of being in the privileged position to run at the British Championships, which, you know, you have to qualify to get to this meet. So yeah, that'll be good fun. Come back next week to see how that goes. And well, love the grind.